No, nothing odd or anything like that. I don't understand what's going on at all. The girl comes out who's wearing green. She goes, "Is everything okay, Dad?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, Scarlett, everything's fine. Yeah, it's okay. You can go back with your friends." And she goes, "Okay." Goes back after giving you guys a look.
I'm kind of still walking around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to keep a lookout for ink refills.
You don't find ink refills, but you do find it looks like a kind of like an incense holder thing, but it's made for something like the pen. You're thinking, yeah, this could be a neat thing, but the pen's missing. My God, oh wait, you've got it. Never mind. So yeah, it looks like you find the holder for the pen.
Was this Terry's desk at home?
Oh no, it's mine. I mean, we both use it, of course.
When did you two meet? Tell me a little bit about her as a person might help.
Well, it's a funny story. And he goes through the story about how they met, and it's a little bit boring, a little bit endearing and stuff. And give me a empathy roll lower is better.
But now I'll do it. Well, I'm still here, but yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Glenn, you're in a pit in her living room, and she won't give you any food until you put lotion on your skin. No way. Okay, so you make it a half. Right. The story, apparently, he's had to tell the story so many times it actually sounds rehearsed a bit. Although he's doing it, I mean, the pauses and stuff, it's very odd. It's not blatantly standing out, but you're really freakishly good at this, human shit.
Is he saying that he knew her earlier than 20 years ago?
No, everything starts 20 years ago. That's when they met up. Is at a party, and we were just blah 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 blah, and there's blah 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 blah. So yeah, 20 years ago. And they essentially They met up, and then like three years after that, she's pregnant, and then daughter's living room. She's 17 now.
What was Terry's maiden name? Does she have any other family?
He gives you this fucking, and it's like in real life, people, there's ums and ahs. His has none of those. It's just like boom, 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 everything. Just
I'll duly write it all down.
Great.
What date does the movie ticket have on it? Am I able to?
It was like 3 days ago.
Was it the day of the murder?
No, that was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So the day before, oh my God, he went to like some year 2000s movie that nobody cares about. Yeah.
Probably had Adam Sandler.
God, that shows he has no taste as well. I like it. We'll go with Adam Sandler. Shows Adam Sandler sitting around laughing with a bunch of his friends because they're making so much money on this horrible movie. They just keep laughing throughout the film. We're so rich.
There was, she didn't seem at all agitated or different recently.
He is, with your empathy roll at half, you think he is honestly fucking baffled at all this. Or he's doing a really good job of convincing you he is honestly baffled at all this. Or you're doing a good job of convincing yourself that he's honestly baffled at all this because you're a romantic at heart and hate to. I mean, he knows he's the. He also says, by the way, I've watched a lot of TV and I know that the husband's always the main suspect. I've got a list of names. I was at a pink slip mixer, with other unemployed people. We try to emotionally support each other and finding a job and stuff. And I was there till 1 a.m. So There you go. And he gives you, it's a list of names with phone numbers, and he goes, yeah, I understand you've got to do that.
Thank you very much. You are
There's
most
23
helpful.
people on this list. That's a hell of a good alibi, you're thinking. I mean, if any of the names actually work out.
I'd like to just ask your daughter the same questions also. You can be present if you wish.
Certainly, yeah.
Can I get an empathy roll on the neighbor?
Oh, I'm going to get to you in a second because right now you're strapped to a table. She's wearing BDSM gear, and now I'll get back to you in just a second because there's all kinds of shit coming up for you. I'm just going to make her wait though. Right, Carly's hanging out with her friends and stuff, and she's like, yeah. What?
Had your mom mentioned anything from work or any of her projects that seemed like now would make sense that it was she was having difficulties with?
Well,
mainly I'm just kind of small chatting her, and I want to see I'm trying to read the dad to see if he's trying to be like, I hope she doesn't mention that we try to kill each other all the time, you know.
Yeah, he looks very
I'm trying to read the dad mostly.
All right. Yeah, the daughter's babbling on about like her soccer scholarship, and the father's like, we're very proud of Carly. She's got 2 different scholarships. She can either go to Washington, D.C. and get in like Brown or whatever academic scholarship, or she can stay local and play soccer and get a soccer scholarship. She wants soccer scholarship. Her dad's like, yeah, whatever. He doesn't really care. You know, I just keep telling myself, tough times don't last, tough people do. My mom used to tell me that. She starts crying. Dad goes and comforts her. They seem to have a very loving dynamic.
All right.
Do you have a card or something, officer?
Yes, I do. I'll leave this with you.
Kind of looks at her like,
If you think of anything else, we would love to find justice for Terry here.
She cries some more.
All right. One empathy of. Does it seem like the daughter has been coached at all?
She seems like a confused 17-year-old who recently underwent a huge loss, and she seems really emotional.
All right.
Her friends look on. They seem really concerned. They appear, looking at the soccer pictures around, they appear to be other soccer players. Like 3 of them are here. She's really into fucking soccer.
All right. Thank you very much. I go to leave.
Excellent. Cut to Glenn, as you guys will probably be able to meet in the car. But Glenn, this is what it looks like in the BDSM cave of misery that you're in here. There's a picture. The lady she prepares tea and stuff. She says, oh, and you notice she is apparently an avid bird watcher because she has some high-powered binoculars and stuff near every window, and avid into photography. And she has cameras scattered throughout the house. And she says Terry was a lovely woman. Lots of people thought so, men especially.
What sort of man?
Oh, handsome ones. I wouldn't want to speak out of school.
Did you ever socialize with her?
Oh, not really. We're just neighbors. I hardly knew her. She checks her list of times of arrivals and departures.
You like to keep an eye on things, do you?
Oh, it's important to keep an eye on the neighborhood, and that way you can tell, what's going on. I like to keep abreast of the situations. More lemon?
No thanks.
Cream?
Do you know that your bushes shouldn't be trimmed in this season?
Really?
It's
Give me
true.
an empathy roll. Oh, she fucking knew. Men, especially, she says, and looks at you.
So, do you know if anyone was at the Purcell house
Well, yes. Yes.
between?
A very handsome man would often drop by, always when Oliver wasn't home, before he lost his job, of course.
Oh my!
Yes. Apparently, gossip is a big currency in the burbs for women over a certain age who have nothing going on and don't own enough cats to keep them busy.
2 days ago, between 9:30 and midnight.
She says.
2 days
What
ago.
happened
I'm asking you.
then? No.
Oh, you don't have a list?
Nothing. Nobody was there then.
Nobody?
I think she was at work, actually. Well, no, her husband had gone off to somewhere else, and she was at work. I think her daughter may have been home. No, she was also going somewhere else. Handsome men, she says. Are you a police officer?
Oh, yes.
She goes, really?
Mhm. Tell me about the handsome man.
Oh, I can do better than that. My friend Sheila didn't believe me when I said that St. Terry was entertaining a gentleman caller, so I took a picture as proof. She hands you this picture here. Tink. I just snapped it with whatever was available, she says, indicating a fucking camera that's huge.
It's the Joker.
Older man? Slightly blurry?
Exactly. Yes.
Does he look familiar?
Handsome.
You haven't seen him yet. If you see him, you'll know him.
Okay. So it was
And he drove in that fancy car that he's next to.
specifically this man would come by often.
Yes.
Or was it many gentlemen callers?
No, just pretty much this one, but still. Oh my.
Yes.
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 The scandal.
Oh, yes. The scandal. Saucy scandal. Not that I would ever speak of this day, but it wasn't an official.
No, of course not.
No. Ooh, that reminds me, I have 27 phone calls to make. If you'll excuse me, I really should talk. Oh, a visit from the police. And could I get your business card in case I think of anything else?
Yes, of course. Here you go.
Thank you very much. She reads the name. Yes.
Good day.
Good day. Give me a listen roll as you're heading back to the car and you see Zool coming out and going toward the car.
Okay. Nothing.
No? Pity. Oh, well. So you head out and you guys rejoin in the car. Freddie is trying to figure out a way to get out of the back still.
All right, we get in.
Did you get anything?
Blah.
Oh, blah, blah.
Ooh.
I'll let you guys discuss the plan. I got to go for a quick bite.
All right. Well, my empathy on the husband, that he really doesn't know why she got killed. But definitely the jealous husband seems to be most fitting. we could come back with a warrant and seize the home computer and stuff like that as being items of the victim.
We got a license plate in that picture we could run.
Yeah, that's our most juiciest lead.
Go. That guy is. Research him. Research the husband. See if he existed 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was. So, just to say it out loud, the husband had been working, but then he hasn't been. So she had to move her meetings to the hotel and had to start tasering a few months ago when he became unemployed.
Interesting.
Seems
like their relationship wasn't doing well.
The husband and the wife?
Somebody was
sleeping on the couch.
Sleeping on the couch and going to movies by themselves.
Well, he was unemployed and she was
leaving
working.
all their shit in the bathroom.
She's dead. So, yeah.
I'm gonna AFK.
I think I'm alone now. Now, I leave. I hear this voice. Silence. I leave the city behind, catch a cab, go to the Clems in St. Louis, and go hang out at my spaceship. Screw all of you. What did you ever do for me, Terry? The end. Roll credits. Or not. Oh, I cannot hear you, Logan.
That explained the huge message of your mic is muted across my screen. It was weird. I said, is that what you guys are wanting to do? Because I know that you've got a normal time limit and stuff. So.
No, I'm just screwing with Scott because he left. So he winds up by himself in the cop car. Where did she go?
I mean, you might solve it in 45 minutes.
Possible.
We're back in the cop car. We're going to run those plates on the blurry picture.
Ooh. Yeah, I would say on this one, thank God for Sheila, right? She has got what we used to call in the old days the brain ball. Because usually the brain ball is possessed by one person. It can be passed back and forth rapidly, but sometimes just one person has the brain ball. Sometimes nobody has the brain ball.
Those are the best times.
Those can happen, yeah. And then you end up just in your spaceship.
The car is apparently owned by a guy named Jeffrey Silver, Silver, also known as Mr. Silver.
Mr. Silver.
Yeah.
It was Freddy all along. I whipped my head, turning to stare at him.
That's a bit of cool serendipity there. And he has no criminal record, no speeding tickets, no parking tickets, no nothing. That's all you get from the little computer thing in the cop car. It can tell you that kind of shit.
Address?
Yeah. It's the address seems to be the business address. It's called the Charity Office for Landmine Removal.
Sounds suspicious. Does it say if he, now that we have his name, is he supposed to be married?
According to his stuff, it shows he's single, but that could be a lie. You don't know. Sometimes people get married and don't update their records, and then the cops go around and arrest them and, call their wife a call girl. Horrible thing. So always update your records.
Looking up Mr. Purcell, does he also have no history? 20 years.
You would need a better computer than your cop car. Looking him up on your cop car, he has no criminal record.
To the station.
To the station.
Well, now that the
Can't just
drivers
let
want to go to the station. All right, Freddie, go ahead and give it a roll there.
Yeah, we're fine.
Give me a spot hidden, Freddie, as something odd's going on, and only you might be able to notice it from the back seat.
Walter?
Some sort of more modern drone is like following you. It's up a bit, so you're doing this, going, looking out the window.
Does it have weapons on it?
You're not really sure. It has some things that might be weapons on it, but it's up and away.
Glenn,
Drives back to the station.
I'd draw
Glenn?
this then.
What?
Yeah.
did the neighbor have drone controls in her house?
No.
I think that's how she gets the newest updates now.
Lots of binoculars.
Multiple binoculars.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
No problem. You guys reach the police station.
Is the drone following us the whole way?
It disappeared when you got close to the police station.
That's a long ass range. Okay.
Or
Get
Somebody
out on
pick-
the freeway.
Or
They're
whoever's
driving.
piloting it is moving it. Yeah.
somebody
Lose
put a
it.
sticker of a
evasive
drone.
maneuvers.
Okay, you guys are back at the police station.
Yeah.
You're parked in like an underground parking garage near a police station, which only the wilderness girls were able to get into before. But you chased them off because, little scamps.
I turn Glenn's computer on for him.
Right, you guys walk back in the room with the computers. You turn on his computer because
Thank you.
she might break a nail or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that power switch is kind of hard, little lady. Let me. No, so much sexism. All right, you guys are all sitting at your computers, and you're wanting to research information on what?
I want to look up the guy, fuzzy older guy,
Jeffrey
What fuzzy older
Silver.
guy? Oh,
Jeffrey.
Mr. Silver.
Silver.
Okay.
Gordon.
More meaty potatoes.
No problem. His according to Glenn, his history starts about 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Till then, he lived in another country under another name, and they came here and spied.
Illegal
Now that
foreign
you said
intelligence
that,
assets.
everybody give me a learn roll, except for Freddie, who don't roll, or just roll straight dice without hitting.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
I made it, so.
God damn.
Yeah.
Right. Since Freddie made it, you can go ahead and say stuff.
So the whole greeting thing and the coins and all that's some sort of Russian custom. Some sort of Russian thing that Russian people do.
Of Russian lore.
Yeah, Russian customs.
Wait, what was the greeting?
He came all the way out of the house and then opened it and
Oh.
had me go in and then closed it after himself.
In Russia, it's considered unlucky, apparently, according to this source, to greet somebody while you are on the threshold.
So they're illegals.
Or at least
Spies.
you don't want someone to
Commie bastards.
slow it down. I think in the 1920s, you weren't necessarily against Russia, right?
Yeah, no, in the 1920s, the commies that weren't quite there. It was the Bolsheviks.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Damn communists.
So this is newly learned hatred that you have.
Yeah, he has a lot of newly learned hatreds. It's usually of other things, but this one appears to be one of many new hatreds.
Okay, so it definitely seems like spy work is happening here. So who is her handler? Probably the guy, Silver. Then
Yeah.
why did he kill her?
Maybe he didn't.
Maybe he didn't. But he's got answers. let's go give him the what for.
Wait, did we research the husband?
I
No.
thought I did.
Let's research him too.
I don't think you actually mashed your button. I think you made your subordinates do all the work.
By half.
It's-
He had no criminal record or anything. His history starts 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the show? 20
Gonna
years
be.
ago.
Yeah, that's not a bad one, actually.
20.
Everybody give me spy lore rolls.
Yes.
You're thinking that they had inadequately backstopped covers if this is all the case.
They
Blah.
did not anticipate the high use of computers 20 years ago.
That too. That too.
Wait,
You
what year are we in?
2000.
Around 2000.
2000.
Good. So it would have been the USSR when they came over, and then they might have gotten stranded here with the new government.
Eh,
Or should I roll history?
Well, the histories are a little different in every zone, but they're kind of close-ish in the humanish ones. According to this history, it has a lot to do with whipped cream for some reason. The history of whipped cream can be divided into two parts: before the aerosol can and afterward.
yes, it was the Cold Stone War. Yes.
Exactly.
I don't know if necessarily abandoned here. They could just continue to operate.
I mean, there's the whole fall of the Soviet Union thing.
Yeah, but whoever is in charge would probably still like already entrenched spies. They might have new bosses, but they could still be active.
Yeah, that
Do either of you speak Russian?
might have been why they got.
Yeah, about that.
Can't believe they
you know.
started with Russian.
About 1/5 of the time.
Nice. Just say hobbyist and be
Yeah.
done there.
Well, you know, any skill, 1/5 of the time.
Yeah.
As good at Russian as I am at any language.
So am I.
Okay.
Different. As in, I fail at English often.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
Ah.
All right. Let's go talk to and or arrest
And we
Silver.
moved up right away.
Arrest already? That was quick.
All right.
How do we
No
want
problem.
to play this out?
Ooh, planning.
We got his address.
I'm
Oops.
not used to this.
We have his business address.
Yeah, you've got that.
Okay. Let's.
Do we have his home address as well now, since we were researching at the police station?
Near as I can tell, he doesn't seem to have a home address. Maybe he lives, he's a vampire, he doesn't sleep. Yeah, that's it.
Let's check out his business.
All right. Cut to
Counter surveillance.
what?
Counter surveillance.
And we went right through all the
mind.
planning of like how we would like to approach him, and it's like, how do we want to handle this? And you're like, get there. That's okay. Just saying, if we wanted to probably come on pretty heavy.
You guys are talking on the way,
Yeah.
which is fine. Let me know when you want to arrive. It's up to you.
All right. So she's a spy. So that's why she was doing all the spying stuff at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And landmine charity is a good cover for that. So we need to figure out who wanted to kill her. Why would her handler want to kill her unless she was going to defect or something?
And like in a messy way, by shoving her against a desk. Seems more like jealous husband move.
Yeah.
But he seemed like he didn't.
Unless you want to make it look like a jealous husband did it.
Yeah, he was very believable to me and acting like he didn't know why she was killed. But
he's also a spy.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
I suppose. But I felt like I really read him well, and he at least acted or thought or denial. I don't know that he did not
He's a good actor. He's a spy.
That she was dead. So all we have is the pen.
Guys, not to alarm you, but there's 2 motorcycles following us. One of them's reaching behind them.
Nobody's following us.
No, they're definitely following us.
No, they're not.
Sheila? I'm not Sheila.
That's just
Dana, look in the rearview mirror.
Who's driving?
I look in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, Dana is.
I'm driving.
Yeah, you had your chance. Yeah. Right. Yeah, there are a couple motorcycles back there. One of them's doing this.
Yeah. I take cover in the back seat. I lie down.
Freddie immediately goes, "Ah." If you unbuckle yourself from the seatbelt, you can get all the way down on the floor. And there's even a weird iron ring down there.
No. Keep the seatbelt on.
Deep into the floor. You could use it to hold on to if you wanted.
You could handcuff yourself to it.
You totally could.
On.
Except the hook will slide right off in his own mind.
Yes.
I'm going to turn down this side street abruptly. I don't want no motorcycles nowhere near me.
Certainly. You go, the motorcycles, and other cars. And somebody honks and goes,
it's all a ploy. They're onto us. They know we know they're following us.
Just traffic.
All right, so husband or partner? Husband makes more sense. He thinks that she's having an affair. He should know that she's a spy. There's a placeholder for the pen at their house. But that's still weird. And why it was completely empty, and then it falls out of his pocket because he keeps a fountain pen in his pocket.
If she's a spy, then she was probably using the pen.
Oh yeah,
as a capsule to carry around her secret stuff.
Yeah, I thought of that earlier on how if it was big enough for a USB thing in there.
Well, was not.
No.
Just
rolled up papers or whatever.
Say, relinquish the overthruster.
That'd be fucking great. Yeah, she did have a USB, and she had a neat place to hide a USB thing, which you found. But the pen, you're thinking, not really big enough to hide stuff. I mean, you could roll up a piece of paper, but when they got USB drives and stuff, I mean, only a maniac who's still using medieval technology would use a rolled up piece of paper to communicate a message.
Sounds like Russians to me.
See, if I was to hide a pen.
The Harlequins are Russians?
Maniacs who use medieval technology.
Well, yeah, okay.
Freddie, you think?
I was just saying, if I was to hide a pen, it would be very well hidden.
Yeah, we know where you like to hide things.
We know where your hiding spot is. So
card for everybody who's not Freddie for pointing that out.
Oh.
Right. Ready to talk to the husband. Let's go talk to Mr. Silva.
Yes.
Who didn't exist 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
That's definitely the fucking title now.
Do we see his car? Because we know what his car looks like.
Yes, his car is parked there. As you guys are pulling up, you pass a picture, since we're discussing Russians with weird medieval tech that's hung on a different building. It looks like this.
Where is it?
It should be appearing about now.
There it is. Crossbow.
Another crossbow?
Who's holding the crossbow?
Some Russian dude. Oh, it's Putin.
The crossbow. In an inflatable raft.
That's right.
Got
It
confidence.
all comes together.
You got confidence to have that inflatable raft.
Yeah, I agree. Everything's on the internet.
So
So where do we see that? That's just on the street now.
It's on some other building, yeah. You guys are like, you look at suspiciously as you drive. Yeah, Mr. Silver's car is there. If you're wanting to ditch some cards, I'll leave you on this sheet for a little bit.
Yeah.
You
Anybody have anything that they want garbage, and I'll scoot
I
you
have a
over.
bunch of crap, so whatever you want to
I can toss a skill 5 if you got something good.
I have a skill 5.
I don't want a skill 5.
That might.
Trade her for her skill 5. It's better than your skill 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll trade it back.
Did you want to have the orb of knowledge next time you're asked to draw a card?
Ooh.
Instead, draw 3 and discard the 2 that you don't want.
Mm.
Sure.
Yeah, if you have anything you want to get rid of, I'll just take it.
Did you want a skill plus 5?
It's better than what I have.
There you go. See, somebody knows how to appreciate a little bump.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Are we talking about cocaine now?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong
Okay.
mind.
Well, you can never tell. Yeah, one more card discard, and I'll move you to the pictures.
Oh.
4 cards. How many years ago?
20 years
20
ago,
Uh,
I did cocaine.
Hey,
it was for my headache.
you guys, yes, that came up a lot during that session too. You guys go in. There's many people working at desks that are doing the calling people and soliciting for donations and stuff. The guy underneath the charity office thing comes up, and this is Jeffrey Silver. Give me empathy rolls at full.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Ooh.
2 of you guys think that no emotion will pass this guy's face that is not put there. He seems nice, Dana. Also, for you other 2, he just seems oily as fuck. Okay, just oily, like a used car salesman who just overheard you going, "Should we get the undercoating protection?" And he goes, "Hello, can I help you?"
Yes, I'm Inspector Lansbury. We need to talk. Do you have
Certainly.
an office that we may use in
Of
private?
course, right this way. He takes you back to the office. Everybody give me a spot hidden roll at full. His laptop's open all the way and walks in. He closes it.
Crit.
You notice that the picture on his laptop was one of the same pictures that you got from the mostly trashed computer that you blew up back in scene 15.
Thought that was all.
One of the really thick pictures. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That was a huge
Thought that was all
file.
files about
That's
the
right.
water rights stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And he says, you're here to talk about Terry. I assume I heard about it on the news. We're just stunned here. Terry was a volunteer here from the very beginning. We started this organization with her 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Everybody take a card. Yes. He says,
Orb of knowledge.
take 3, get rid of 2. Hopefully you'll get some reds that you can discard without.
That's on the other page. Real quick.
Sorry.
Discard wine lore.
Ah.
And unhindered.
Do you still have room to have a replenish?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Did you get rid of any shit cards, red cards, Scott?
I didn't have any.
Hmm.
Got rid of wine lore and unhindered.
Hmm.
Got a limited retrieve. That's nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I have a planet.
I still haven't used the I've got it here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I
So-
would recommend it with how many cards you've been getting.
Yeah, should use that before it disappears.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any.
Do you have
No.
anything in particular you would like, or?
Anything
Can't
that you
you-
acquire now won't be on your permanent character.
Can she pull out a
You're
trump
going to leave this
that she
body.
already owns?
Yeah, they're
FYI.
very strict guidelines on the card.
It doesn't say can't pull out a trump, though.
Oh.
Pretty sure it's no magic stuff.
Harnessing the literal power of the universe is considered mostly magic stuff.
I'm gonna try to hold on to it for now. And
All right.
we'll keep the story going.
All right. So he says yes in response to everybody saying 20 years. He says the organization has so far destroyed over 1 million undetonated landmines. She was as passionate about this cause as anyone I've ever known. He moves up the sides of his mouth, which Dana thinks he's smiling. The other two are thinking he's moved up the parts of his mouth to show teeth. Dana's like, he seems a friendly fellow.
So did you meet each other in Russia or did you get contacted here?
I'm sorry? Russia? He says, as though he's experimenting with a new word.
It's a large country.
I'm not sure what you mean.
They have a lot of landmines.
Do they? We'll have to investigate that at some point.
Where were you the night that Terry was killed?
Which night was that? He says.
2 nights ago.
Oh, a friend and his wife had me over for dinner.
And how late did you stay?
Quite late, I would say, maybe 1 or 2 in the morning.
What are their names?
He gives you their name and number.
And where do you live?
I don't really know, he says. He gives you an address. Well, if that would be all, I've got to get back to work.
When did you and Terry start having an affair?
He goes, he opens his mouth a bit and widens his eyes a bit. To Dana, he looks shocked. He says, what are you talking about? I'm the one who introduced her to Oliver.
20 years ago?
Yes, approximately.
Oh, yeah, that follows.
He looks around like, what?
Witnesses have you visiting frequently while Oliver's not around.
Well, of course. He was looking for work. I was visiting to let her know about the landmines and such. As I said, she was a very big part of this endeavor. But if you'll excuse me, officers, he does the showing you out thing. I have to get back to work. Children are at stake.
I know what I want to use. I've got it here somewhere for.
A landmine?
That'd be awesome.
No,
What's up?
Oh,
a bug, a listening device
Ooh.
in his office.
All right, no problem. Give me a prestidigitation roll to plant it. It'll be one of the recording bugs that you'll have to come and get later. And
Just
because
reporting out to my remote
you
listening
you don't have a remote listening thing. That's why a recording one would probably be better.
Do I see her pull it out?
I don't know. If she makes a prestidigitation roll, no. If she doesn't, then she'll go,
I'm not rolling nothing. I am passing something over to Glenn and saying, check your pockets.
She comes over and molests Glenn a bit, who goes,
Hello.
He looks awkward, like, this is
get
not.
a room, you two. Gee.
I play I've got it here somewhere. And pull out the thing.
The room shouldn't be in this one, he says.
And prestidigitation it to the bottom of.
Give me a fail so I can do something hilarious.
Made it.
Shit. All right. If he had failed, I'd just have him stick it on top of the
In front of the Russian spy who like immediately recognized it.
Sticks it to the computer and everybody leaves. What the fuck? You stick the recording bug. Essentially, it's got about 4 hours of recording time they can do, and then come back and take it off, and you'll get to see what he said for the last 4 hours, assuming he's in his office, because out there everybody's making noise, calling, "Hello, do you like children? Do you like them blowing up? No, you can give money to us, and we'll see that doesn't happen."
Hello, do you like children?
So, well, I'm sure they have a better script than that, but that's the general. No problem. You guys get seen out of the office.
Attempt to say goodbye in Russian.
You just lean forward.
You go, baka baka buka buka. And he goes, I'm sorry?
It must be Vietnamese.
He said 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
It just shows him closing the door on you guys.
Uh,
All right, we're leaving. Being super official. Like, get back in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that went well. Let's make sure.
I asked his secretary.
He doesn't really seem to have a secretary. There's just a bunch of volunteers working the phones.
Oh.
Plus, you've already been seen out of the office. Plus, you're sitting in the car. I mean, you could spring forth from the car and make a rush toward the building if you wanted to. Yeah, let me in, bitches, let me in. Oh, door's
I
not
checked a
locked.
couple bombs, by the way.
What's that?
I checked a couple bombs.
All right, he gets out of the car, begins crawling under it. Would you like to ignore him and back out anyway?
Oh, wait.
Oh, well, that's kind. Glenn, are you getting out of the car and making a rush inside to try to find somebody?
Are you going to rush in inside?
I'll help look for bombs.
All right, they go over the car, and let me do a roll for somebody else here. You find it's a white disc about this big with a blinking red light on it underneath the car.
We don't know what it is.
You give me a demolitions roll if you don't mind, like, prying it open or something.
Let's drive to the police
Glenn
station,
goes,
park it, and ask for a new car.
hey, he's got it out. He's like showing it to Freddie, and Freddie's going. And you're just sitting there with your head down.
Glenn,
I found something.
Give me an electronics roll. You're at half, Glenn, because you haven't. I don't think you've actually come up against this before.
I look up at the window to see if the guy's like looking out with his binoculars at us.
Got it.
No. Freddie, give me electronics roll at full because you're now getting to examine it. Dana, you're sitting there. Freddie, you recognize this.
Probably
I'm
a
just
tracker of some sort.
slowly tapping my
Alright,
head
what
against
is
the
it?
wheel.
You think it's a smoke detector.
Is there a button?
I mean, you'd have to open it up to make sure, but it looks a lot like a fucking smoke detector. In fact, at half, considering you're from the modern thing, from him, he's never. It's like it's just part of the general shit that's everywhere that he doesn't understand. But for you, it's like you think you recognize the model.
It's a smoke detector.
I mean, it could have bombs
Wow.
inside of it, but it looks like a smoke detector on the outside.
Okay.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
You know,
I
ha
think
ha me.
No, not you. I mean, just in general, ha ha.
They stand outside holding something with a flashing red light on it and talking.
Is there a bug inside of it?
You'd have to open it up, and if it's booby trapped, it'll go off and blow off your hand.
Glenn, would you like to
One of
open
your
it up?
hands. What?
Thought I already
I'll ask
opened it
Glenn
up.
if you'd like to. Oh, you did.
Wasn't that the demolitions roll?
Oh, that was to get it off safely and stuff. You haven't opened it up yet because it could be booby trapped. It could. In fact, it's better to let Freddie try to open it because he's only got half as much to lose.
Would you like me to assist you to open it?
That way, 3 hands could get blown off total and 1 hook. Do you want to do that here? Just go and work on it on the hood of the car as she's sitting in there beating her head against the steering wheel?
He said it's a smoke detector. I'm gonna throw it at him.
Hey!
Ready?
I dodged out of the way.
Give me a dodge. Give me a throw.
I throw a
Glenn?
barrel.
Detector at him.
Freddie hits the ground, rolls under the car, pops up on the other side, goes, ah! And Glenn did the throw thing where he dropped it behind him. He goes, and looks. You're thinking, these are my partners.
I start the
Freddie's
car.
taking cover behind the car and
I
shit.
get in the passenger seat this time.
Oh.
He crawls over the hood of the car and slinks into the passenger seat and looks at you like he has won.
I start to slowly pull away from the curb.
Hey, get back here.
Door's unlocked. I'm gonna keep.
I jump in.
All right, give me a simple jump roll full because this is remarkably bad. Ah, Jesus, he pulled. And give me a dodge roll not to get run over by like a foot or something over by the car. Okay, you managed to keep your feet out from under the tires, which is a great thing, but you're doing the hopping and things and the door slams shut again. And then, oh, there's a parked car coming up. So she has to kind of ease out into the street and go around it really slow. And you're like,
Get back here.
Are you in here or not? Stop screwing around.
The thing is still back there. The thing that's probably a smoke detector.
Is this considered sexual harassment?
No, there's nothing
Yes.
sexual about this.
I mean, watching a woman sweatily run after the car.
She's throwing stuff at people.
Run to catch up.
It's much cooler if you watch her through the rear view mirror than if you watch Glenn just huffing after you. Yeah, eventually you catch up. Eventually you manage to get in the car after a couple of attempts, but the smoke detector is lost for at least minutes, if not
Good.
longer.
Gone forever.
Okay.
Good.
You guys drive off. Where are you
So-
wish to drive them to, Dana?
Ready. You
Yeah.
said you knew what the coin thing was. What's the deal with that?
Well, it's a Russian custom thing, you know.
What does it mean?
Logan wasn't it. I forgot what it meant.
Oh my God, you can't believe you forgot it. They leave out coins because wealth attracts wealth.
Blah.
So
So it's
it's
like
one
a
of those, yeah. They do that in
superstition
Asia also.
thing.
Yeah.
This
Uh,
she just
Custom
always
duty.
has those sitting out for fun. It wasn't like a message or anything.
the message is, I hope I get more money.
Okay.
Where do you want to go to, Dana? You are driving. They are
I'm gonna
just
go
riding.
around the block. We're gonna, for the next 4 hours, make sure that that guy doesn't leave without us knowing about it.
All right.
So-
Can we do surveillance or?
Probably.
That's what-
Not if you keep driving around the block. You are
Oh, well,
only
like away
one
from
step
the
out.
thing is while we're talking. All right, and then I want to
Okay.
set up a good spot, but they think we
Excellent.
left.
Everybody, who's doing the primary of surveillance? Who wishes to support that person?
I've got pro surveillance.
I can do it as a living, so I'll support you.
I can bring you slushies.
Cool. Everybody roll support Glenn.
I'll support.
Now, you always roll badly.
Hey,
Really kick in.
Oh yeah.
I have a chance at getting better at surveillance one of these years.
Yeah.
Hooray.
So we're gonna like stake out until he leaves, and then go in and retrieve the bug.
Yes, and or if he leaves before, like, I want to go get
Where
it.
he's going.
Yeah, if he leaves, then we want to follow him. If he doesn't, then we'll go in there at hour 4 to go retrieve our thing.
Okay. After about an hour, you see the volunteers starting to come out. After about an hour and 15 minutes, the guy comes out and he goes and gets in a car and he begins to drive off.
Following him.
Okay. Everybody give me spy lore rolls as he begins making some unusual turnings and stuff here.
Got it.
Eh,
He is doing what's called a clearing run, which means that it's a special pattern to indicate whether somebody's following you. It will make following him covertly much more difficult. So now that you know that, I need somebody to do a surveillance roll at half. This is basically going, okay, slow down here, wait, and then, et cetera, et cetera. So who's the primary on that?
It's surveillance again.
Yeah, it's a different kind of
Not
surveillance.
do you want me to do it? I can do it.
You're up front.
Okay. I'll
Cool.
play my
Hey.
5.
Dana, I'm going to also need our driving roll because sometimes you're going to have to take off really fast. Sometimes you're going to have to make some quick maneuvers and stuff.
Are
And
you supporting?
Hmm?
Is Glenn supporting or not?
no, he's ignoring you. He's
Okay.
feeling very
If
angry.
you want me to. Yeah, here's a support.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't
Ah,
support.
See? Like I said, very angry with you.
Successful.
Dana's doing her bit, and you fuck it up for everybody. You lose him. He is gone. Cool. So, where to?
No one has a reroll or anything?
I don't have a reroll.
I have a reroll.
Alright.
He
Do
is
you want me to use
completely
it?
vanished without a trace. Despite your being really, really good at all of your
Yeah.
skills,
This
Roll
guy
20
is-
hates your ass so much.
You can take this. It might come in handy. I was saving it because I know what my looks like. Alright, I'll play the reroll.
Give me a fumble. I want you to fucking drive up to him and sit there next to him and try to be new.
There we go.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you guys follow him over. He looks like he's heading to the airport.
Ha. Leaving town, eh?
Maybe he has some landmines to go dig up. And there he is. He's driving to the airport.
Do we have anything we can arrest him on?
Encrypt. He's going to have, well, unless if he deleted them all, going to have some weird encrypted picture stuff on his computer.
Is he speeding?
That's not
Not at
exactly
all.
illegal.
Staying
Yeah.
very, very within the. In fact, he's going a couple miles an hour under the speed limit. Not enough to pull him over on.
I think the taillight's out though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if somebody can make me a law roll, I'll give you something you can bust him on.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. According to Freddie, Freddie's like if we try to arrest him, then we'll be arrested. So we got to let him go. And Glenn's like, we just take him in for questioning, and we can hold him for up to 48 hours.
No, but then they'll arrest us for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
We'll take that risk.
that one doesn't
Are you-
count.
Are you sure, boss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but
She glares into the back seat at you. No
I'm,
problem.
I'm in the front.
no, I'm at
Yeah.
Glenn because you asked, "Is that right, boss?"
Ah.
And he said,
He made the wrong answer is what he did. Yes. No problem. You guys pull him over, and he goes, "Officers, I didn't think I would get to see you so soon. Is there a problem?" He offers his driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, and easy packet.
and passport.
Oh, is that required for a speeding ticket, officer? Was I speeding?
We need to take you in for questioning.
Oh, I see. Well, should I just follow you in my car?
No,
Nope.
you're gonna get in the back seat. Don't worry, Agent Stick.
Am I under arrest, officer?
You're being brought in for questioning. Need to take you to the police station.
And he tries his law roll. Well, fuck, he says. And he goes in the back seat.
I'll
Wait,
drive his car back to the precinct.